Ladies and gentlemen, I am Vantalion and I hope you're ready for a long odyssey. Submitted by Carp 490 or 490, depending on where you come from. There's a good game to be had, submitted by that guy. So let's look at it. Let's just observe what he got us today. Let's jump right into it. Let's not lose any seconds and introduce Ray Bloody Purchase playing the Lion, Stalin's Militia playing the Bloodseeker. I wonder if he's Russian. We're going to see if he starts screaming uncontrollably in Russian. We have, the fuck is this? A guy with some runes playing the Zeus. Alright, he's a god after all. Gods need to have their own language, right? And Jukes all day playing the Slaughter. Definitely some potential for Jukes from that guy. And yeah, the last guy on the offlane is going to be the Keeper of the Light that I mistook for the Chen for just the space of a second. And that's our Radiant team for the day. Or is it? Yeah. I introduced everyone. Then on the diet, there's a guy that predicted his win, very confident that he'll win. It's the Earthshaker. MMR indefinitely lost. Well, maybe he's going to lose some more today, as, he's accompanied by the Iceman. Probably going to provide some ice-cold plays today, or at least we hope so. Well, on the mid lane, we have a guy that definitely submitted this replay. It's the guy that we gotta look forward to. It's Carp on the Bristleback mid. That's very interesting. On the bottom lane, I do not have time for introduction as there's already some action. Fong playing the center warrior is going to go again the two safe laners. Trying to steal the rune. Well, no, he's going to be earth-spiked. He's going to stun the both of them. The little radiant load, but unfortunately for him, it's going to be after the storm, after everything has quieted down. The last man, the man that I forgot to introduce, is a Tusk, played by Providre, whatever the hell that's supposed to be. That's his name, that's a Tusk. Going to be on the offlane, he's going to start with his center warrior, going to make sure that he has a good start. Ray Bloody Purchase is immediately going to scot him, going to do some warning shots that are actually going to latch into him, so it's not so much warning it, it's already shots fired. And yeah, we start the game. It's going to be, duo lanes against duo lanes, something that is a bit rare. Iceman has eyes on the Keeper of the Light. I think that the lanes are going to be rather equal across the board, now that I think about it. The real interesting part is going to be the Bristleback down at mid against the Zeus. The Bristleback could potentially be shredded there, but at the same time, you already see that Carp has no chill and no intention to play passively. He wants to go in on that Zeus and he wants to go ham. Hell no, he doesn't want to go ham. He wants to go lettuce. He wants to turn that Zeus into some rabbit food or something similar, because he's already putting a lot of quills into him. But the Zeus being a Zeus, he's also going to provide a lot of pressure. He picks up the static field level 2. Not sure I like that too much. It's one of the worst spells that you could conceive in Dota 2. Even if you're against a tanky hero, it removes 4% of the current health, not total health. But he does not need anything else. He has the Arc Lightning that do a lot of damage, forces the Bristleback to already pop a salve. Already a lot of action there. Maybe a lot of action also at the top lane, because Jukes all day. He has the potential to stun that Iceman and that Shaker, but the Ice Shaker and the PA have the potential to shred him to bits as well. I know you already see a lot of action. That could be your first blood. Iceman does go down to the mace of Jukes all day. First blood from the Slaughter, Jukes all day. Yeah, he did manage to take down the PA, the enemy carry, with the help of the Illuminate from the Keeper of the Light. Such a strong combination. Now, down at bottom, there's also going to be a lot of action. The bloodseeker, yeah, he's going to be happy to take that damage, but maybe not if there's also that two shots that block him in pace. He cannot run away. He is very strong with that blood rage, but there's also a stun at the ready. There's two stuns at the ready with the snowball, and there's ice shot. Lot of control, lot of damage. Now he's gonna be solved up by Ray Bloody Purchase, and that's pretty good for him. That is pretty good for the Bloodseeker. He has a proficient support, and it's always great when you have that. It's the lane is definitely going to favor the Radiant here, as opposed to the enemy safe lane, which is, you already see that the PA is getting out-leveled by the enemy offlaner, which is not great, considering that he's duo laning with the Keeper of the Light. Now she finally gets level 3, but that's at least an indicator that the lane is not going too well for those people. Oops, I didn't put the net worth at first. My, big mistake. But in terms of CS, you do see that, oh, never mind, I hold my breath, because there's Iceman that again Drops extremely low, but now here comes the Tusk. The Tusk now going to maybe try to punish Jukes all day for being too aggressive. Maybe. No, he does not manage to do it. Jukes all day is still alive. MMR is under a problem. Jukes all day is solving up. So if they find that Tusk, that Shada, he's going to be extremely strong as... Oh, the Illuminate just misses. But with that Mango, he almost brought down the PA. Almost. Yes! That stun is going to do the trick. He is going to die, but I'm pretty sure he's going to go to the Nether Realm with a happy face, with a smile. Meanwhile, down at bottom, it's going even worse for the Radiant, for the Dire, because due to the Tusk rotating back, well, it left the Bloodseeker to kill the Centaur Warrior not once, but twice. He has been dead 2 times. And now, yeah, he's alone. I mean, that Lion does provide a stun. The Centaur, as much as he's a tanky man later on, early on, he's a melee creep. Kind of. Well, okay. He's maybe not a melee creep, but he's really, really appetizing. Hell, he's maybe more appetizing than a Big Mac or something like that. I don't know. Are Big Macs appetizing? I don't really know. I'll have to see by going to McDonald's later on tonight. No, Jukes all day? No. Let's not look at Jukes all day. I want to see how the mid lane is going. How is the mid lane going? Carp? Yeah, he's holding on. Both of them are holding on surprisingly well. The Zeus does not pick up a 1, surprisingly, considering that he's against a Bristleback. But doesn't matter. Does appear like the Zeus, being a Zeus, he is, yeah, he has, yes. But the Bristleback, being a Bristleback means he can just quill down those creeps, and that's all she wrote. So far, not much happening. Something could happen now that the Shaker has rotated in. But the Zeus, I'm pretty sure he's careful. Look at this, he's not willing to cross the river. Oh, but he could now. If he does, that's going to be the death of him, but no. The Earthshaker is going to walk back, and that's all she wrote. And despite a very, very explosive start, we are now starting to quiet down just a little. And that's going to unveil the fact that the Bloodseeker is farming like crazy. I mean... He is having the dream lane. I think this is the stuff that wet dreams are made of. 34 last hits, 15 denies, 5 minutes in. That's pretty great. That's amazing, in fact. Hell, that's more than amazing. That's wonderful. Now, Provdir and Fong, well, they're going to be attacked once more by the very, very angry Bloodseeker that did not want to be woken up from his dream, from his wet dream of farming non-stop. But, oh, we could potentially see... No, where's that Bristleback? Oh, okay, he went back. He could not sustain the heat. As now, alright, that's going to be the first Rage of the Gods. That's going to maybe be the signal to go for that Bloodseeker. Indeed it is. Fong falls to Stalin's militia. I don't think it's a militia. I think it's an army at this point. At least he's having the impact of an army on that poor Centaur. That now, even though he has Tranquils, I don't think he's going to be able to outrun anyone. Stalin's militia. He's just too fast. He's a Bloodseeker, after all. In fact, I think you take, well, Tranquil boots if you have either regen problems or if you have, yeah, move speed problems. As a support, when you use mostly your spells, it's a great pickup. But here, you always have a Bloodseeker in your face. Now you see Fong, that's not going to get ruptured. Bloodseeker hit level 6 after all. He cannot move. He's going to accept his death, and there you go. To hell he goes again. I think he has a membership card for hell. Or because he's going there so often. Now the Tusk is maybe going to try to get revenge, but no, actually, I think he's going to pay with his life. Provdir, yeah, he's maybe going to get Bloody Raptor. Yeah, he is. Ray Bloody Purchase is going to die. The Provdir, still no idea how to pronounce that, is extremely fast, but now that is creating a lot of problems for his team. Oh, maybe not that much. That Bloodseeker was extremely fast, but you're not fast if you're stunned. And that's a kill on the Bloodseeker, a big one. They needed to stop his progression. They needed to wake him up from his sweet dreams and wake him up to a nightmare. But he's not going to be too sad about this. As now the PA, okay, does die again. Alright, so at least they get something. How did she die? Where did she die? She died there. Alright, does that appear like there was soporific damage? Not soporific damage. Scars damage every 2 and 3 seconds, and after that, well, the Zeus just finished the job. Yeah, so much action at bottom. No time to focus on any other lane. In fact, there's more action on bottom again. That is militia. Just shuts down Fong like there's no tomorrow. He's eating him like a candy. And that is to say, extremely easily. Extremely easily. It doesn't even feel like he's putting in any effort. It's just clicking on him and then boom, disappears. Then again, isn't that how you win Dota? You just press your mouse and then you win. Anyway, at any rate, there's revenge now. Iceman has decided to come bottom and took down Ray Bloody Purchase. And with the Tusk, that's probably going to be the Bloodseeker on hot retreat. Indeed, it is the Bloodseeker that's retreating extremely hard. Because he knows that maybe he can take down the Center Warrunner, but the Tusk and the PA at the same time? Hell no! Hell no! N-O-H-E-L-L. That's not what you want, and no, maybe that's what he's gonna get nonetheless, because here comes Stalin's Militia. Actually, here comes the enemies of Stalin's Militia, trapping him in place due to the shot. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He is trying to find desperately for a place that would be good for him to run to, but there's no such thing. Now he's finally going to find his place among the dead. Stalin's Militia, yeah, he's getting shut down. That PA did a beautiful rotation. I think that's what she should have done. I think that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's exactly what you want him to do. He could not sustain the heat at top, so now he's going to provide the kitchen at bottom. And you see it in action now. The PA, now that she's level 7, can use that coup de grace to great impact. With that ward as well, she potentially could have taken the lion, but no, she wasn't fast enough. Now, with the Thundergod Wrath and the Rupture, she's probably going to be dead. No, the RNG is going to save the life of that PA. Save her well. Look at this. Now she's at the spawn. She was quick on her fingers. Now, enough about the bot lane already. Let's see how the mid is going. It's passive. Both of them are still not doing anything. 0-0, the Zeus, being Zeus, uses his Thundergod Wrath to get what he needs. Top, there's one less tower here. There's a tier 1 tower that's gone. But then again, considering that the lane was getting stomped from start to finish, I think that the Radiant are happy with that and would have been really unhappy without anything less. Now, MMR Infinitely lost. Where is he? What is he doing? Nothing. But now he's probably going to do something. Now that Provdia has come to play. Jukes all day is maybe going to run, but he cannot. He's slowed once, twice. Here comes a Stampede as well. Did you forget about that spell? Well, you shouldn't, because that is providing enough movement for everyone to come in and kill the people. Now Ugly Kid has to run himself out, the Keeper of the Light. Yeah, he tried to TP out, but there was so much stun to be had. He hasn't been able to move an inch since ever since some people decided to show up in his face. Only natural, right? And that's a 5-hero rotation to win that fight. Was it worth it for 700 gold? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I don't think so. It's still going to be the Radiant that's extremely happy about this. It's leaving a lot of space for the Bloodseeker as well. Going for Battle Fury. Well, it's an interesting pickup on the Bloodseeker. Generally, you want to push the tempo until you get to the Ancient. The Battle Fury does about the opposite. It slows you down a bit because it's a farming item. You want to farm with it, of course. You can always fight with the damage provided by it. But really, I even think that it got nerfed last patch. The cleave has been reduced by a little bit. Or was it the tiny? I can't recall. Either way. On the Bloodseeker, I don't know if it's the best item. You're meant to kill, not to farm. Oh, and yeah, those what couldn't be true. Now he's gonna kill again. MMR indefinitely lost. It's probably going to die now. Silence the dead. It's not MMR that's infinitely lost. It's his life that's infinitely lost. Again and again. Kurikaishi, like you would say in Japanese. Times and times again you see that Bloodseeker do so much. In fact, the Bloodseeker goes the full greed route. Holy damn, I didn't notice, but he also has a Hand of Midas. Alright, that's what he does with that early gold. Yeah, and it doesn't mean that his farm is going to accelerate until he can no longer be controlled. But I don't know if that's the right call. I really don't. I'm gonna have to say it because I should probably stop talking about Bloodseeker, because there's 5 heroes now trying to form the diet that's going to do the death ball and kill Ray Bloody Purchase. Now maybe Stalin's Militia will be the next casualty. Everyone's around. It's a body, but oh, Jukes all day does a nice turn into 4. Almost a Ravage. Everyone's grouped up, but Stalin's Militia cannot survive. He is going to be stomped now. Here comes the Echo Slam as well. The ground is pounded so hard. It feels like an earthquake. As now Zeus, who is probably going to be the next casualty. Choo-choo all aboard the magic bus. and everyone's dead. Now the bloodseeker came back, is going to do a raptor into one into the Yoshiko. That's immediately going to TP, but now it's telling Militia that's a bloodseeker, and that's extremely fast. Gotta go fast now. The lion's going to make sure that everyone jumps into the finger of death. That's the death of Provdir. Now, what's next? It's probably going to be the bristleback. That could be the next casualty. No, sir! Stalin Militia. Oh, well, he's still around, but he has a lot of quill stacks on him. He has one. That's a lot. That's a lot of quill stack. He is now running in circle, trying to get denies, trying to get kills, trying to regen. Now he's going on crab, but he's getting controlled. Bloodseeker's dead now. That double edge did manage to do enough damage to bring down the monster, that little Bloodseeker, and slow him down ever so slightly. That's going to delay his Battle Fury by a little bit. If he got that Battle Fury now, which he would have if he didn't die 4 times, well, it would have been one of the earliest Battle Fury with a Midas that I've seen. In fact, I rarely see a Battle Fury with Midas. And getting this 13 minutes in. I don't know if you realize how big that is. But we won't see that right now, because that Bloodseeker, he is going to, come back from the dead. And he's probably going to get it around what? The 18-minute mark, I'd say? He's gonna take at least 4 minutes to get that. He has no creep wake to work with neither. But that's going to slow down the game a little bit. MMR Infinitely Lost. He's going for a blink, but first he's gonna go for a death maybe, because there's your shaker that is getting stunned for days. He has a stun, he has a Fisher available. He's going to stun down too. Ray Bloody Purchase is going to be gone on by Tusk that can definitely kill Bloody Purchase, but MMR Infinitely Lost now is meeting Ugly Ked that is going to claim his life. But what's this? Oh my god! The train is back and it's stopping at the Keeper of the Light station. Oh, never mind, that station has run away. But never mind, they are going to be diverted into Jukes All Day station, maybe. Iceman still going to try to go for him? No, the station has also run away. Train station running away. Now that's a great concept for a movie. I am telling you as much. Thank you, Keeper of the Light, for laughing to that joke. That was really distasteful, though. Never mind. They found the station. The train has managed to find the station. Jukes All Day now. Without the stun, it's getting controlled. Enough stun for a century at least is going to make sure that Jukes All Day is dead and stays dead. Now, Iceman gonna come, maybe keep putting on the pressure, maybe not. And that's the power of a PA, I feel. There's not that much control, apart from maybe the lion and the slaughter, but the slaughter's dead, as now, well, they have free reign. Choo-choo! The Zeus is dead. Stalin Militia actually finds MMR Infinitely Lost. Alright, he completed the Battle Fury. Not 18 minutes in. I underestimated his farming power. But he still managed to find someone. So the one guy that wasn't part of the train does die. Which is worrying, but the death ball strategy of the Dire, it's done. I want to see if it works. Well, it's not a death ball, it's a death train here. I want to see if the death train works here, because I think that the PA has the means to make that work if they manage to go and take objective at the same time, which they're not doing. Which is a big problem. When you want to go for the death ball, the reason that he was so proficient before is because you could basically, the towers were much weaker when the death ball was popular. You could just, kill heroes and then immediately get objective. Boom, 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 boom. Towers die. Oh, okay, you no longer have tier 1. Alright, you want to fight now. Okay, we take you on, we kill you. Okay, now we take a tier 2. Now we take a tier 3. Oh, you're back, we kill you. Boom, the game is done. That's generally how death balls go. Take 5 men and then take kill buildings and heroes alike. Here, they're only killing heroes, and that's a big problem, I feel. Because if they can't get objectives to follow it up, the game's gonna last for much longer. And hell, they're not even managing to find the heroes at all, because there's Stalin's Militia. That's, as I said, is no longer even an army. He's an armada. Now, here comes the Thunder God's Wrath. Okay, action's back. The finger comes in on Crab. That manages to outrun the Fisher. I know it's weird, but there's Jukes All Day that's maybe going to try to take the Bristleback. Still alive, still dead. Crab has been killed, and Provdir does die as well. So that's a 2 for nothing. That's a 2 for nothing. They've broken down the death ball and turned it into a snowman. The snowball is now part of a beautiful snowman in the middle of the desert. Because yes, I'm using it in the desert terrain, so... Which I hope you enjoy. I love the TI. The desert TI, watching it with the desert, it was beautiful. I love to see myself a bit of a map change. Anyway. What else is there? What other surprise do they have in store? Well, the first surprise that I do see is that, yeah, with that Battle Fury and that Midas, we see that the net worth of the Radiant is inflated just a little bit. Just a little bit by that by bloodseeker. No, because honestly, that's an absurd amount of money. 18 minutes in. It's just absurd. He's almost twice as rich as the second richest hero in the game. Which is an unusual suspect. It's the Centaur runner. With a blink now. Is he going straight for a Lotus Orb? Well, I mean, no, yeah. That's a Lotus Orb, right? Yeah, it's a Lotus Orb. I think that's a great pickup, honestly. It's going to be great against Rupture, which was the bane of the existence of the Dire, really. If there wasn't any Rupture, things would go much better for them. Or hell, if the Bloodseeker manages to Rupture himself, that's going to be big as no. Alright, here comes the Stampede. Unfortunately, yeah, it's the Bloodseeker, Bloodseeker. You run fast, and faster than your puny Stampede can ever provide, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Now, what else? What else? Anything else? No, nothing else. It's back in farming. It's back to farm. Unfortunately for the Dire, it seems like I'm saying a lot of unfortunate things about the Dire. Yeah, that Battle Fury is gonna make sure that you're gonna lose the farming game pretty hardcore. Well, I mean, the PA, she's also going for Battle Fury, but that's going to be an extremely late Battle Fury. You want to have it 16 minutes in max. You're almost 20 minutes in. See where I'm getting at? The Bloodseeker's already 10k gold, and meanwhile your PA is at 8k. It's not good. It's not great at all. It is not worrying, and now you see that, yes, that is Militia. It's gonna maybe try to pressure down that tier 2. He is. What is he going to for Bristleback? He's going to go for a Hood. I think that I'm really surprised that he didn't go for Blade Mail straight on, though. I mean, that would have been great against the Bloodseeker, and a bit cheaper, too. If you get that as a Bristleback, I think you're set to go. I think you can just face them and maybe get your snowball out of that snowman, pick it up, and then go inside the thing. And what's happening on the map? Someone is drawing beautiful stuff, a spider web. I wonder who it is. Wait, was it me? Wait. What the hell? What the hell just happened? Okay, that was a bug, I think, maybe. Maybe not, maybe that was someone that drew. I didn't see the color, though. I'll have to see. Maybe that was me, that was my map bugging out. But yeah, there's a spider web on the map. There was a spider web on the map. Get those damn spiders off my goddamn game, please. Anyway. What else to be said? Oh, the Keeper of the Light. He completed an Aghanims. He is an extremely greedy hero, but they made it work. They made it work extremely well, Radiant. Because the Bloodseeker opened up so much space. Bloodseeker being not the greediest of heroes, honestly. In all honesty, even though he went for greed build, this game does mean that the Keeper of the Light was not punished for his pick. Which is great, because now he has an Aghanims, meaning that there's going to be an absurd amount of heals, both from the Bloodseeker and from now the Keeper of the Light. The sustain is going to be insane. Where the Slaughter also, considering the stunts that he's been placing, my, we're getting a treat in this game. We're getting treated to some beautiful Dota right there. And the potential for plays is just enormous. But for now, the potential for farm is the one thing that's enormous at the moment. The PA with the Battle Fury, with the one Battle Fury, is going to maybe match the pace of the Bloodseeker that has slowed down just a little bit. Not entirely sure why. Oh, I know why. It's maybe because, yeah. Actually, no, I don't know. I had an idea it was because his support was also farming, but it doesn't appear like it's the case. It doesn't appear like it's the case at all. Huh. Well. That little farming phase, that little farming session, is going to mean that, people are just going to, people are just going to itemize for the moment, and nothing else gonna happen for the time being.
Guess what's happening?
Which is leaving me some time to think. How is this game going to develop with, what, 5 more K gold on both teams? The Keeper of the Light, he hit his timing, so he's fine. He has the item that he needs. He's going to go for a 4-staff, which is going to be great against what they have. But considering the amount of assault that the Dire has, don't really think that that puny 4-staff is going to do much. But yeah, that's also a thing, right? Now that there's a Lotus on the Centaur runner and the blink, There's probably also going to be a blink on the shaker. Yeah, he's almost there. That's going to be a lot of initiation. A really, really great amount. There's a Tusk that has a full staff as well, so there's a lot of that. Now, there's also... Oh, alright. Talking about initiation, here it comes. First initiation on the board is going to be that of the Tusk. Then there's a bit of a slow from the PA, but that's all she wrote. The two big initiators are on the back lines. So, that's it. There's even going to be the Zeus to come in, the PA to drop to half HP, run herself off, and okay, that's the action back. The action is back. There are 5 manning again. Okay, with the big pickup, with the blink, I think it's about time. They potentially could smoke up and try to do a little cheeky blink reveal. Doesn't feel like they will, though. They won't. Well, they had the Lotus Orb as well. Okay, there is a smoke that is popped up, by the Shaker, but I think the blink's already revealed, or at least the Lotus Orb is, now that the Centaur Warren has shown himself in lane. Ugly Road? I mean, no, Ugly Kid. What is he gonna be doing? Well, going for full stuff. The Lion having a blink also is quite good. That gives him a lot of counter initiation, especially if the Bloodseeker ruptures himself by accident. Bloodseeker, that completed a Sanj and Yasha. Now going for Silver Edge, and also completed Shadow Blade. Well, you know, it's great and all having the highest net worth in the team, but if you're not doing much with it, it's completely irrelevant. But now for that man, he's going for Shadow Blade. Oh, never mind, he changed. He now wants to go for Boots of Travel. Not sure I like that at all. I thought that the Silver Edge was the pickup against the Bristleback. I mean, yeah, it's a Bristleback. You want to be able to keep taking him down without necessarily using your Rupture. Not that it's going to be a big risk to do so, due to the Lotus Orb being picked up by the center. So, going for BOT might be greedy, but... What am I saying? That hero is the definition of greed. Hell, if I open up a dictionary right now and go to the page of greed, I'm just gonna find a picture of that Bloodseeker. That's it. That's all I'm gonna find, because that's who he is. He is greed. He's not greedy. He is greed itself. He is greed personified. As now you see him going in here. Oh no. His greed will pay him a ticket to hell again. Now he uses Shadow Blade. Ah, but that's a reveal of the Shadow Blade, allowing him to escape. There were a lot of heroes. K, says Stalin Militia. Completely unaware that there are the other hero here, but oh, never mind. That's a detection here. That's Sentry. Oh, all right. Here comes the Stampede. They spotted the Bloodseeker. Q in the Metal Gear Solid sound as here it comes. Here comes the first use of that Lotus Orb, and oh, here comes the Echo Slam. This time it kills down Stalin's Militia and Ray Bloody Purchase. As now the Slaughter is also under trouble. That's 5 men on him. I think that if he survives this, he's gonna buy a lottery ticket, but he's not gonna waste his money on lottery, because the money has already been expended by his death. Same time at top, well, you had the Keeper of the Light that was pushing slightly, but still a big victory for the Dire. A big victory, because that means that the PA, with that Bloodseeker dead for 34 seconds, she's going to overtake the Bloodseeker easy peasy. And hell, she's completed a Black King bar. I like the itemization of the PA much more than I like the itemization of the Bloodseeker, by the way. Because, really, it's great to have a Shadow Blade and all, but what are you going to use it for if you're not going to upgrade it into a Silver Edge to stop either the PA or the Bristleback's passive? It's useless, that Shadow Blade. It is just useless. Well, the BKB is going to stop everything from happening. Now, Ugly Kid is going to push everyone away from that tower. The Zeus having completed an Aghanims means that you're going to have that Nimbus that's also going to come into play, as the tower will fall nonetheless. But, never mind what I said about that Shadow Blade being useless. It showed that it gave him enough speed to maybe catch the PA. Yes! With that Finger of Death, that's a dead PA. Now, the Courier, okay, under trouble, he's spotted, and dead. That little Bounty Hunterling, yeah, he's dead. The son of Bounty Hunter is dead. No, Yoshiko might die as well. Okay, there's no way in hell that he survived neither. Revenge by the Slardar for his own death. Wouldn't it be great if you could just do that? Avenge your own death. You die and all of a sudden you come back to life and say, hey you killed me, let me kill you in return. Send nudes. Okay, 1, I'm not the one drawing on the map. 2, I think someone's using a program to draw stuff. And no, I'm not going to send you any nudes, nor do I think you want them. No. Fong? Oh, okay, he gets spotted. There's the Lotus that's being used, but the Rupture was off on cooldown anyway. As now, alright, is the Bristleback that's going to be a target, but he's only a decoy, because the real target is the Tusk. However, the Tusk has failed at his mission. But, oh, so third initiation comes in, 4 staffs out, but he was ruptured. Means that the Tusk is dead. Now they're still trying to fight someone in, oh, Echo Slam into 3. Now Jukes all day has to be careful, because there's a very angry PA with a BKB. Takes him down, MMR infinitely enough to claim it. At the same time, Ray Bloody Pusher dies to Cobb, and it's the entirety of the Radiants that now have to die or run away. Is their call. Well, does appear like they are going to run away. Bloodseeker has managed to do his ground escape. Well, the Zeus has also managed to escape, and that those control, those big team fighting spells, the Stampede, the Echo Slam, just so strong. What could you do there? What could you do? 3 form of initiations mean that you have 3 shots at making a big play happen. And you could see that once more. No, okay, Bloodseeker is really fast. And those 3 shots, those 3 bullets inside the gun of the Dire, they've been used to perfection here. Except the first one with the Tusk, which I feel was a big mistake now. Alright, they may have to use their gun real fast because there's a Rupture. And oh, that combo, the Nimbus plus Rupture is obscene. And now someone else decides to have a little taste of that. It's Fong. And Fong is dead, and now, well, there's still a really fast Bloodseeker that wants more. Who can he get? He maybe could get Cobb that manages to run away, but there's a 4-staff on the Slardar. Doesn't matter, there's a Fisher as well. Now Provdir is also in the neighborhood, but Blink off cooldown for the Slardar manages to get 2, but the Snowball saves down 1. Now, well, it is the Slardar that's under a bit of trouble. 3, no, nice Earth Spike. Maybe it's the death of the Bristleback. No, it's first the death of Jukes all day. And, well, no, okay, the Bloodseeker just goes 2 down. 3 dead. Everyone dead, actually, from the Dire. After a bit of a really well-organized fight. I mean, it was wonderful how that Slardar managed to capitalize on the fact that they were all grouped up. Everyone was grouped up and all of a sudden, boom! Let's go! Everyone was stunned, everyone was dead. There was a nice save from the Tusk. I'm seeing a lot of good plays from both of these teams. But eventually, one of them has to win the game, right? And one of them has to make mistakes, and the mistake was to group up from the Dire, and that's what's gonna happen. But still, I mean, I've been praising the combo potential of the Dire, but in terms of defensive capabilities, they don't have the best things. The Radiant, sorry. Yeah, the Radiant has a lot of aggressive moves in the pockets as well. Just look at that Rupture with the Nimbus. You have to run out from the Nimbus area, right? But you can't, because if you run, you have the Rupture. And if you try to run, you're gonna... If you don't do anything, you're gonna be stunned either way, so... What can you do? What can you do? Maybe buy a BKB and get out? Yeah, but she didn't have any TP on her at the ready. No, well, that's probably going to be a tier 2 at the ready. Maybe, maybe not. There's 3 for the Radiant. Well, and there's also 3 for the Dire. This could be a 3 against 3. The tier 2 tower does fall. But that's it. That's all she wrote for now. Never mind, Satan's militia. No, it's not Satan's militia. Actually, it is Satan's militia. It's no longer Stalin's militia. It is a spawn of Satan. That damage is just too good, too absurd. He is still ahead by a large margin. He's still ahead by 7k. He's keeping on that lead. He is matching the pace of the PA, or is it the PA matching the pace of that Bloodseeker? Only time will tell. And what was I saying again? I don't know what I was saying. I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was talking about how the people interact, but I probably should move on to items now. There's almost a Heart of Taras completed on that on that center, as there's also maybe a death completed by Satan's militia, as the blink on the blink with the Rupture is going to mean that Satan's militia is going to get Iceman, but he's going to die because the PA did manage to do a dying word filled with hatred and daggers. That last gift, that parting gift, was deadly. And the rest of his team just did the work. So what was I saying? Yeah, Heart of Taras now complete on Center War Runner, meaning that their initiation is going to be twice as hard. Twice as hardcore. And yeah, maybe that's a sustain that they need to stop the assault from the Bloodseeker. Maybe that's what they need. Or maybe, just maybe, that's not enough. Maybe that's not enough. Maybe they needed a pipe. Do they have a pipe? I feel like I've seen a pipe somewhere. Oh yeah, it's a Bristlebite that gets that. And oh, Echo Slam into the Zeus. Zeus that forced himself in inside his own Nimbus. Well played. Oh, well, the Keeper of the Light is going to pay. However, didn't manage to bring down the Shaker into the zone, into the Nimbus. But Finger of Death is going to make that irrelevant. Now, Ray Bloody Potion is going to get out. Fong still on the chase. No, he gave up on that. Zeus is also in the neighborhood. TP in 12 seconds, but the action is off. They didn't want to do anything with it. No. Bloodseeker, what is he going to go for? He is going to have a BKB. He is gonna have a BKB. That's kind of a late BKB too, considering how far ahead he is. Well, that's your fate when you die that much. He has 14 kills but 6 deaths, and those 6 deaths have been very, very long timers. So, yeah. Yeah, hold on a second. Wait. Little pause here. Little pause. I have to answer this very, very important thing. I'm fine with anyway. There you go. Alright, we're back. Sorry for that little interruption. Technical difficulties happens all the time. Now, well, PA with that BKB in her pocket still. Could potentially get on the offensive, but no. It's actually going to be Fong that's going to be aggressed. No, alright, there's the Stampede, but it's Satan's Militia that's going to be sent into orbit. That's not a Bloodseeker, that's a satellite. Iceman to make sure that, yeah, that Bloodseeker gets out of that planet. The Zeus dies as well. There's no buyback on that Bloodseeker, so yeah, now it opens up the door for Roshan. Well, that's about time. That's about the time for Roche, alright. As with this, could potentially be the Diet that gets on the offensive. There's a window of opportunity of, what? 60 seconds. 60 odd seconds where they could do anything. They have free reign. When the Bloodseeker comes back, I don't know. But before that, yeah. They're going to take down tier 1, maybe a tier 2, not that there's an Aegis on the Bristleback. Bristleback that's tanking the tower like a man. Now has Greaves to work with if the previous items weren't enough. And that's it. Now he's going for Heart of Tarsk of their own. Man, that's going to be a really, really tanky lineup, which is a good answer, I feel, to the Bloodseeker. If his damage is mostly flatline, right? Oh, and let me not get interrupted. There's Iceman that does manage to find the Keeper of the Light here. But yeah, if you manage to get tanky enough to sustain the heat of the Bloodseeker, he doesn't do too much. Oh, and alright, here comes the Echo Slam. That wasn't expected, but here it goes. Here comes the Nimbus as well. The Keeper of the Light has died just all day. Did manage to take down MMR Infinity Loss. Cop. Now is potentially going to go ham. He has the Aegis, mind you, but Satan's Militia is back, and he wants to get Provdir. However, that's going to TP out the Bloodseeker now. Well, with the stun and the control from Jukes all day, is probably going to go on a carnage. He took down one. He is probably going to down the Iceman that uses the BKB, probably a big mistake. Now it's Cop that has to run away. No, Funk manages to control the Bloodseeker, as now maybe it could be some back. No, it's actually the break applied to the Bristleback. That's going to mean that Satan's Militia is going to still be on the chase, going to take down Crab, but he's taking down a lot of Quill Street stacks. Is he alive? He might be dead. He is! Fong with the control and with that very, very tanky Bristleback manages to take down one. And oh, what's this? That's still Cobb that's getting assaulted, but too tanky, man. He's been surviving the entire world. Jukes all day is now the one that had to run himself out. He is dead now. He has been sentenced to death by that vessel, but the executioner had an axe to finish it off. And this is exactly what I was talking about 2 seconds ago. If you can make sure to survive and sustain the assault of the Bloodseeker, he doesn't do that much. He's just going to chase you until the Quills do the job. And hell, if that wasn't enough, there was also, well, the P8, that was dead, but if she was around, she could have killed that Bloodseeker as well. So the reign of the Bloodseeker might be over now. It could potentially be over for the time being. Although I do see this, things are gonna change when he gets a BKB though. All of that control and that magical damage from everyone, from all three of these big control heroes, the Earthshaker, the Center, and the Tusk are going to be nullified once he gets to BKB. But that's in the near future. I mean, for now, there's a present to worry about. And it's the Bristleback getting stunned forever. Now here comes the Stampede. There, he's still as tanky as ever. This could be a bait. The bait. The Slaughter. No, never mind. He did not get anything on him. It's everyone that has to wait for the PA. As now with the PA coming in, this is the chance. Jukes All Day is going to maybe die here. The PA comes in on him. DKB used. Jukes All Day is still alive somehow. No, he's dead. Now Finger of Death comes in. Oh my god, how fast is that Bloodseeker? Now going to do so much damage on that PA. Goes in way too deep inside the enemy base, and now she's dead. She is dead, but the Bloodseeker, oh god, is he dead now? Yes, he is! That control is no joke, as no Cobb is diving tier 4s. He is diving tier 4. Here's a Bristleback after all, and there's no way in heaven or hell that more damage is going to be enough. As noticed, this is probably going to be a tier 3 taken down by Dire, and yeah, now with that Lotus Orb, that is the first tier 3 to fall, indicating that the Dire is in a really sweet spot filled with honey and fruits. Because that is looking like paradise, alright? You have hit a spot where, yes, your PA dies, but she dies your own mistake. The nature of the matchup has suddenly turned into your favor. You have hit your winning condition, almost. Because you have a tanky Center War Runner, you have a tanky Bristleback, and look at this, he is so tanky that alone against 2, he is surviving, he is sustaining the damage. This fight has been lasting for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, and it's only been enough to bring Fong to half HP. That he's going to regen immediately with that Heart of Tarask, that first Heart of Tarask, because he's planning to buy a second one. Oh no! Oh dear lord, no. Look at this, he's already full HP. That's insane. That is just insane. And it's making me curious. How the hell is the Raiden going to be able to get the damage if everything that they threw at the enemy, against one enemy, is not enough? You have to rely on the Bloodseeker, but the Bloodseeker, as I said, he is going to fall behind. He is getting further and further ahead from the top, from the secure position that is the top. He is still ahead of the CS4 now, but he's not the superhero that would appear on TV and do those sick commercials because he's being worshipped by every single child in the lands of the Dire and in the Radiant. No. Now he's a watched top celebrity. Well, he's still a top celebrity, but he's starting to look not that great. Oh, alright, maybe this is the way. Maybe he could make a comeback that way. If he can find any hero, there's the PA over there, but the Bloodseeker, walks in the wrong direction. The right direction would have been in his own shrine, in his own fountain. But no, he's just going to farm. Now the PA is going to be accompanied by Fong as, oh, alright, they tried to go on the Slada. Here comes reinforcements, maybe. Iceman should probably be careful here. He is the one that's vulnerable here. Fong isn't, but the rest is. Now there's going to be the first control, second control, the finger, there you go. Iceman is dead. Now, it's every single hero against the Center War Runner. Can the Bloodseeker do the trick? This time he can. Alright, that's good enough. That is the answer. The Bloodseeker, yeah, alright. With that double damage, he had more than enough to kill down that centaur. More than enough. But the fact that he needed to take, what, how long? I don't know, I'm going to check. How long did he need to die? He took, alright, they started to attack him at 40 minutes, 27 seconds. And they managed to bring him down 6 seconds later. The fact that with a double damage and 4 heroes, hell, 5 heroes, you take 5 or 6 seconds to take down one hero is extremely worrying. It's 2 Hearts of Tarask now. My, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Hope that BKB is gonna be a real game changer. Because that cannot happen. That cannot keep on continuing. And hell, if they don't have the Bloodseeker, that means that the Dire, they could just run you over, trample you over even. No pun intended. Well, I'm wondering what that could be. Dusk now with a Shiva Lord, that's going to make that even harder. That's, I think, the best pickup that I could ever conceive. Slow them down with their attack speed to be nullified as well. That's probably a great idea. That means that, yeah, if you can, their damage is mostly magical, right? But the guy that is doing a lot right now is the Bloodseeker. He is doing the work of God. Yeah, or has been doing the work of God throughout this game. If you slow him down in his attack speeds to the point where he cannot where he cannot do damage anymore, well, you basically won the game. You basically make sure that he's not that big of a threat, right? Now, alright, there could be more action here, because there's another double damage picked up by the bloodseeker. Yet another. What is he gonna do with it? Not gonna find anyone. Keep farming. Alright, well, that's one way to do it. You have the entirety of the diet that's also grouped up. Well, they have been grouped up ever since they started to lose the early game. Now they're smoked up. They're going to keep playing as a unit, going to find Jukes all day. Stampede comes in, and that Blade Mail's not going to do anything. Oh, actually, it is going to stop their ambition for just a little while. Jukes all day. They probably won't Jukes all day. He's going to juke all night, because the night has fallen on his eyes. His eyes will close and won't open again until 60 seconds. Now, it's the entirety of the death train that has decided to do a little ride once more. Well, they probably shouldn't, because there's Stalin's militia that's now taking down a tier 3. Alright, well, that's another way that they could go about this, right? Split pushing. You cannot win the fight anymore, so you split push with the one hero that can afford to do it. That's also leaving 3 heroes there isolated. But there's a Bristleback, there's Cobb with the Heart of Tarask, extremely tanky. They cannot bring him down, they can bring down the PA as always. But now, right, they can maybe take down the Tusk, but can they take down the Bristleback? The Bristleback, that's going to take down the Zeus in the back line. And here we go, this is a showdown, the ultimate showdown. He's broken down, his mana is depleting, there is no Rupture at the ready. And there's no break at the ready neither, so he's gonna have to tank through all of it. There's going to be a Stampede, not going to be used to any effect. Cop versus the world. Can he do it? He is currently doing it, but there's 5 stacks on the Stalin's militia. Can he do it? Maybe, maybe. Nah, he looks like he's dying right now. They are managing to bring him down, but whoa, no, actually they're not. BKB used. All right, this could be it. This could be. All right, no, or never mind. It's not. That's Guardian Greaves. Saves him yet again. Yeah, now you have the 10-second BKB expended by the Bloodseeker for nothing, and there's more. It's not over yet. You have the Echo Slam that comes in on that Postladar. Maybe more. Maybe the death of Jukes all day. No, he does a Ravage of his own. Look at this. He does a Slithering Crush onto 3. Makes use of the fact that everyone's grouped up. But Cop now has regen. He regen completely. Now they're going to go on to squish your target on MMR Infinitely Lost. Can they do it? Can they? MMR Infinitely Lost with the Rupture is probably going to die right there. Yes, he is dead. But Stalin's militia, or Satan's militia, has now to deal with the 2 mountains of HP. 6.5k HP on Fong, 4k HP on the Bristleback. Can they do anything? No. In fact, even without mana, Fong and the Bristleback and Cobb are still fighting their way through. They're taking down Rax now. It looks like they cannot be stopped. This is no longer the sweet dreams of the early game. This is a nightmare for the Radiant. A real nightmare. No Jukes all day. Alright, he survives by nothing. No, the Limbus is also going to make sure that this survives. No, alright. Right, Provdir, he could be dead. BKB used by the Bloodseeker means that he is indeed dead. But really, the tanks are not dying. They're taking down buildings like they're on a tourist vacation or something. They are tourists in the enemy base, not fighters. They're just... Right, no, okay, now maybe they could be dying as fighters. Maybe they're going to go to see Valhalla. Now they could be dead. Maybe the Bristleback going to die finally. I think he spent like, what, 5 minutes in the enemy base? Look at this. Look at this. An entire no, it's not 1 minute. I want to go back further. Yes. Do you see this? During the entire minute, he took damage and he didn't care. Look at all of those stuns. Look at all of those things that happened. Look at all of that damage taken. And look at how much he didn't give 2 damns about it. That's insane. And now, well, the Centaur Runner. Can he die? Yeah, okay, they can die. Alright, where did all of that damage come from, I wonder? Wow, no, Echo Slam, but they're all dead. All of a sudden, okay. The mountain of HP are no longer that big of a mountain anymore. They are looking more like little hills. As now, alright, BKB used by Iceman. And yeah, here comes what the hell? Here comes the Centaur Runner, but he's dying extremely fast. As now, alright, the PA is also fighting. BKB used by the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker that are now running away, but it's Iceman that has to be careful. Iceman that is now at 100 HP, 0 HP. The Zeus did too much damage. Now Fong, well, he's still at half HP with his 2 Hearts of Tarask, but I don't think he's gonna regen for that long anymore. No, he is fine because Cobb has come back. The 2 monsters are back in the sweet dreams of the Radiant, stopping down the ambition right off. But that did cost both of them to buy back. Fong and Cobb. Well, it did show that they somehow managed to get brought down, despite them having 2 Heart of Tarask. Where did all of that damage come from? Is it the Octarine of the Zeus that made him survive enough to dash enough damage? I don't think so. What is it? The pipe? I don't know. Did they stop the pipe from having any impact? Where did that damage come from? I don't know. I really do not. It looked like the bloodseeker was doing most of the damage. Maybe he decided to break the right target at the right time. I frankly do not know. Maybe... Oh, no, it is... Oh, I see. It's the level 25 of the bloodseeker. That's where it came from. The damage from Thirst has given him another window of opportunity to kill down the Goliath of the Dire. I think that's it. That's it. That has to be it, right? Maybe there's another talent, the level 25 of the suit. What is it? Arc lighting damage. That could be it too. Is it the level 20 of the Lion? Don't think so. Well, okay, he did take the plus 200 Finger of Death damage, but I don't think that mattered too much. It's probably the Zeus and the Bloodseeker that did most of the work in there. Right, so that's interesting. What is the answer going to be for that? Of course, it's going to be a BKB on the Bristleback on Carp. What else? What is that Centaur Warrunner going to do, huh? Now, he's also going for a BKB. Alright, it's going to be a BKB galore. I like that. I like that pickup. I really do. I think it's what they need. There's a Zeus after all. No? Right, Bristleback turned into a pig. A bit of a downgrade, I dare say. Well, I mean, he's looking like a pig from his cosmetics. Look at this. Oink, oink. But if he gets turned into a pig proper, well, he can't do much. Now, there's going to be a Rouge attempted by the Dire. Gonna make sure... Okay, that's the answer. That's the answer. It's not buying any item, it's getting any item for the dead corpse of Roshan. It's Aegis and Cheese too, but oh, look who's coming to play. It's the Keeper of the Light, but he's coming too late. Coming too late? Maybe the Aegis is still on the floor. Are they going to pick it up? No one's picking up the Aegis. Okay, Fong finally managed to pick it up. The Lion could have potentially picked it, as now the fight is on. The Bloodseeker, well, he's isolated. That's for heroes, as no. Alright, maybe the Slaughter. No, he's isolated now. He's in the middle of 4. MMR Infantry lost. Is not dead yet. He's going to use his Echo Slam. Now he's going to die. Now Jukes all day. Being in the river and being a Slaughter is going to survive. Maybe not. He is dead. He has dead. He has deceased. And that's 3 heroes dead for the Radiant that do not have buyback. Alright, well, that's one way to do things. That was a decisive fight, I do believe. Out of nowhere. That Rouge fight, that's questionable engagement for the Radiant. Trying to go in when they didn't have all of their heroes. Did cost them their life. All of it. All of their lives. No buyback on them means that, yeah, you're having a problem. And now look at this. House arrest. Fong is providing house arrest for the Zeus. He cannot leave his base, his fountain. As that is going to be, well, the entire racks here and maybe a tier 3 tower with more. There's 30 seconds on the clock before they can be efficient, but... Oh, look at who's coming for dinner on the enemy's base. Ooh, look at the postman going to deliver a bit of a message to you. It is the Bloodseeker. Unfortunately, Fong Grief doesn't like postmen, it seems. As he's gonna say, get off my lawn, and force him back. He's been driven away. Same time, well, of course. You would expect it, and you would be right too. There's going to be a Rex that's going to fall. Not even, okay. The Bloodseeker now is actually, yeah, he's going in. He's going in, but it was a delaying measure. Now it's a Diet that's going extremely in, going extremely greedy. Oh, wow. Carp is getting pushed into the fountain twice and dies. The greed on these people. What were they doing so far? Well, I have an answer. They were trying to kill, but now that may cost them their life. Pig is the PA and Bacon is the pig. Iceman is dead. A man did manage to escape though. It was a center. Oh no, was it the Fong? I think it was Tusk. The Tusk did manage to escape. Or was it the Earthshaker? I don't know anymore. I have forgotten. It's unimportant. It is really important. Ooh, Slada picks up a Vlad. That's very rare. In fact, look at the items of that Slardar. I haven't been focusing on him at all. But he's having an asshole Cuirass and a Vlad. Maybe that's also played a role in bringing down that Centaur runner. Taking down the armor of the enemy is a big plot of the burst damage of one team. Centaur runner still has an Aegis. So if they want to bring him down, they're gonna have to do it twice. As no, MMR infinitely lost. May lose his life again. No, here comes the Echo Slam. Here comes the Echo Slam. It's not doing enough. Ugly Cat is still alive by a mile. And yes, that's indeed it. Look at how fast he's dying. Holy damn. That damage reduction does so much. Just so much. As now, well, the age is expanded. Now he's getting turned into a pig. The Centaur runner. Is he going to die? I don't know. Long Fong. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a moonshot as well on the Bloodseeker. that's going to be enough, I guess, to take down that Centaur. Those two Hearts of Tarask, I now know how to beat that combo. It's to just get so fat that there's no stopping you. Now with the butterfly, yeah. It's alright. Okay is drawn on the map along with something else I didn't catch. Alright. With that Asukyo as well, that's pretty good. They managed to survive that onslaught, and now they're managing to bring it back again. Carp now comes in again, but there's no bloodseeker, so I don't think they can take him down. No, they can't. And Carp now uses his newly acquired BKB to take down Jukes all day. Yeah, that's done. That's Slithering Crush. Not gonna do jack because of the 2 BKBs. And that's a Slaughter dead with no buyback for another minute and a half. All of a sudden, it's not looking too good for... Woo, I don't know. It's okay. I should just sit down and watch. There's always things happening now. Satan Militia didn't even use his BKB. It's a 5-second BKB, but I don't think he even needs it now. All right, he's going to try to take down the that bristleback. He is surviving. There's 1 second on the Guardian Greaves. Can he use it? No, he's going to be stunned beforehand due to the mana leak. Sorry, and there you go. That's him going down. So the tankiness is not doing enough anymore. All right. Alright, let me look at how much damage he took how fast. Yeah, you see. They're taking a while to take him down though. But the damage of the Bloodseeker is just too much. In just 2 seconds, he lost something like, yeah, about 800 health. And before that, he just took tanked the entire world. As now, it's going to be the Radiant that's actually going to take down that tier 3 tower. Alright, all bets are off now. All bets are off. It could be anyone's game at the moment. It doesn't feel like it's going to be the Radiant's game for now that takes on the Tusk. Iceman did buy back, and now he's going to take down Ray Bloody Purchase in one shot. One punch! Now the Zeus is stuck behind a tree. You can't play hide and seek here, my friend. Now, Stampede is used. The Bloodseeker tries to get out, use a TP, but it's something that goes through it. Walrus Punch. Maybe that was the time to say one punch. Actually, now there's going to be the Bloodseeker that uses his Silver Edge to try to run out. Is there any detection? Any? There is. Yeah, there's a lot of detection, but unfortunately, the Bloodseeker is ultra fast. Now he's going to be recalled to the fountain by his friend, actually not to the fountain, to somewhere else by the Keeper of the Light, and that's all she wrote. And now the Keeper of the Light and the Bloodseeker are having a friendly race around their own jungle. Now, I said that all bets were off, and I mean it literally. You see, the net worth doesn't matter. You see the net worth chart, it doesn't matter. You see the XP earned, doesn't matter. You see what else? What else is there to see? You see the items, they don't matter neither. I mean, I've talked about them countless times, so they all matter, but I feel like whichever team gets the initiation, they're probably going to win this. And maybe it's going to be the Bloodseeker that goes in and kills Iceman. Iceman, however, that does have the Abyssal Blade, and indeed he's going to use it now on the Bloodseeker, stopping him right off. Now BKB is used, but oh no, Bloodseeker has to run himself out, cannot do it, but Iceman forgot about the Rupture, it seems. Now he's extremely low. Now the Bloodseeker is going to use his Silver Edge, and now go in ham on the Tusk, but that might be a mistake. Uses a cheese, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. But no, the Tusk, not like this. Maybe they can save the day. No, yes they can. Iceman did manage to jump in on the Bloodseeker that does have buyback, but yes, now it's their time to shine for the Dire. Whichever man got the initiation will win the fight. I said it, and it couldn't have been more true. But Jukes all day now managed to do one control. He gets stunned in return. More stun from MMR Infinitely. Lost Ray Bloody Purses. Now going to stun everyone. It's the stun galore. Stun Party. It's like Mario Party except worse. No cop. They won't be able to find Ray Bloody Purses. Those invis are proving to be such a problem for the Dire. Now Cop, well no, actually the Bloodseeker is back. He did buy back for this, so he cannot afford to die now. Does not have anything, but he's fast. Anything but the speed. Same time, the fact that he dragged everyone means that Iceman was isolated in the middle of 4 and dies. The Bloodseeker is still trying to run. He's going to be recalled in the middle of the fight. Yes, he's there now. And maybe he's going to try to take down Fong. Fong, that, yeah, without that passive, cannot do anything. He is not tanky at all without the passive. Now here comes the Rupture as well. Here comes the Rupture. The Rupture now, that's probably going to be a MMR that dies. He had the Gem of True Sight too. Big problems now. Double damage picked up by Cop. Can he take down Stelis Militia? That's the question. Maybe, maybe not. Is there anything? Yes, there is that Silver Edge to break the Bristle back and put him in little pieces. He's going to be in your next IKEA catalog, I feel. As no, never mind. Your table is running away. Your table is running away as no Cop. Yeah, alright, there's no break, but the Bloodseeker doesn't care. If he wants to leave, he just leaves like that. He is fast after all. As now, Ray Bloody Purchase. Alright, he's maybe alive for the time being, but that could change Funk. Maybe tries to stun the Ray Bloody Purchase, but no. He's going to do a nice spike. That's going to stun everyone. But now he should be dead, right? Right. No, he's still alive. With the blink, he survives. But now that's going to sacrifice his friend, the Slaughter. Maybe. Can he leave? He can! He's going to be forced off and then recalled. Where he should have been. Because now he's even deeper inside enemy territory. But there's a Bloodseeker. The loving arms of the Bloodseekers here. Loving arms, I say. Well, alright. They're going to find a new lover. It's going to be Carp. Carp's probably going to go down. Yes. Now, Provdir. Yeah, no. There's a Bloodseeker doing Mach 3 on the map. Woohoo! Look at that, man. Go. Look at it. Go on. He's fast. If you blink it, you'll miss it. And this fight, despite being the most disorganized and chaotic fight that I've seen in a long time, is going to be won by the Radiant. Those breaks were used to perfection, and yeah, one by one the tanky men died. They finally managed to find their pace, the Radiant, against those strong men. But it's not over yet. Not over yet at all. Because Iceman is under trouble. And no, Stannis Militia. He's the one to go in deep. Very greedy. Push them back to the fountain. It looks like a complete turnaround from before. They're going to claim down a second rack. So that's 2 racks full to rest. They're probably going to claim Mega or try to win the game. Because there's no buyback on any one of these heroes. And they're dead for 60 or 70 seconds. Yeah, they are going to take Megas, I believe. Maybe the Radiant have one last fight in them. He's good. You're going to need the best Echo Slam of your life. The best, I say. They're all grouped up, not quite. They are splitting them quite nicely, actually. You do not have a way to kill. And plus, there's a Keeper of the Light that can use the Blinding Light to just... yeah, to make sure that you, one, don't have any mana, two, can't get anywhere near. As now, yeah, it's going to be the Bloodseeker that's going to take down the tier 4. That could be it. That could be the end of an epic saga. An odyssey, I dare say. The Ancient is falling. They're going to have one last fight in them, maybe. Nah, I don't think so. 300 HP, 100 HP, no HP. The Ancient dies, the Radiant wins, everybody goes home. Not today, fam, says the Radiant, and that's it. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. 1 hour on the clock, almost. But man, oh man, that was epic. Epic, I dare say. You do see that there were a few people that were together. The Bloodseeker wasn't alone. He was with the Lion and the Zeus, which created a bit of synergy between those three. But they all played as a great unit. Well, maybe a bit less than the Dire. I think the game would have been lost in, what, 20 minutes, if not for the fact that the Dire decided to group up and fight. Please tell me I am recording this. I am recording this. Okay, wonderful. And then that just means that they can, yeah. That just means that they could that they could recover from the Bloodseeker, but the Bloodseeker proved to be too big. Until a certain point. Let me show you the graph. There you go. After that's basically the entire Bloodseeker winning. Then came the Hearts of Tarask. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody goes down the drain. Then at some point, they realized that the Silver Edge was too useful to face the Center Warner and the Bristleback. Used them to great efficiency. You had level 25s that came about, gave enough damage. The Zeus also had a lot of damage. The Slaughter picked up Assault Cuirass. I think, hold on, let me look at this. It's like 42 minutes? When did the Slaughter get an Assault Cuirass? He got it at around, okay, 38. What was picked up around 48 minutes? Okay, it's a BKB actually from the Bloodseeker that seems to have turned the tide of war. Maybe the Glimmer Cape as well. The Blade Mail of the Slaughter as well. But it felt like it was the damage that was lacking around that time. And they got it. And after that, well, it was anyone's game around that time. But eventually, the Radiant pulled ahead. Because they had too much damage and all of the tankiness of those Dire heroes wasn't enough. Well, that's all I got to say about this. I really enjoyed that one, honestly. It was really entertaining. It was indeed a long back and forth. You didn't like Op. And yeah, I would like to congratulate every single one of these heroes for doing such a great job at that game. No kappa, no irony, no sarcasm here. All that I want to say is thank you for this. This is Vantalion. I'll be signing out for now. You can catch me at wherever. Just send me a postcard. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Okay, thanks, bye.